What's going on, guys? Autel Evo here with flightpath.com. Now this will be a quick video really because I just want to get up in the air with the new Evo 2 Pro. This is the new 6K camera with a 1-inch sensor. Now as far as specs and size wise, I just wanted to get these up in the air because I know a lot of people like myself want to see how good the quality is from the Evo 2 in comparison to what's been out for a little while now, the Mavic 2 Pro. And I'm not going to do a full comparison as far as talking about all the specs of the Evo 2 Pro just yet. I want to get this out there, flying it, testing it a little bit more, but I do want to show you guys some side-by-side footage of the Mavic 2 Pro versus the Evo 2 Pro, and also talk a little bit about my experiences flying with it and some of the differences I was able to see between these two drones. So let's just get straight into the footage, and then after I show you guys some of these side-by-side comparisons, I'll talk a little bit more about my thoughts on both of these platforms. And if you guys are new to my channel, my name is Autel. I do a lot of drone tech, tips, tutorials, and product reviews right here on this channel. So if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing and also hitting that bell to be notified when I post new videos. So there's just some sample footage of the Evo 2 versus the Mavic 2 Pro. And I'll be honest with you, I was pretty impressed with the quality out of the Evo 2 Pro. Now, if you guys haven't seen some of my previous videos with the Evo 2 8K version, make sure you guys check out those videos. But comparing the 8K version and what was out of the box and how it looks compared to this one, definitely the Evo 2 Pro, as far as quality wise, came out really clean. Now there are some things to consider when I was looking at some of the footage, and that is the Evo 2 just out of the box is very sharp. Now it really depends on your preference, but a lot of times if you look at the footage and rewatch it again, you'll see that it is very sharp, and some people, as far as some videographers, some people like that and some people don't like it. Now the funny thing is that normally the DJI lineup is the one that's normally known to be a little over sharpened. Now this thing kind of takes it up 2 or 3 notches as far as how sharp it is. And in a way, it might be a little too distracting because a lot of things look a little bit too sharp in the video. And I know a lot of videographers like to have a little bit of softness in there first to then sharpen it up in post. So this way you're actually gonna be shooting with it a lot more sharp, and then you're gonna have to probably dial it down just a little bit. And for a lot of people that don't really do a lot of post-production, you actually might like that sharpness, because in a way that sharpness sometimes is perceived as clarity. But at the same time, if you look at them side by side, you can kind of see some of the differences in there where the sharpness might be actually detracting or taking away from that type of footage. And that's the reason why a lot of people do like the Mavic 2 Pro. It has a pretty good balance of sharpness, so that if you wanted to take it one way or the other in post, you're able to do that. Here, this one definitely is on the sharp side, so you're gonna have to dial that back. Now, these are very advanced drones. These all have adjustable ISO, aperture, shutter, white balance, but I wanted to just do a basic out of the box test showing you what it looks like in auto. That way you can see how the colors render, and of course if you wanted to push things later on in post, you're able to do that. The Mavic 2 Pro shoots at a little bit of a cooler temperature, while the Evo 2 shoots at a little bit more of a saturated and warmer temperature. You can see those clearly in the side-by-side test. And I was able to do a couple quick shots in log just to see how well it does in post, and very similar to how the 8K Evo 2 was. The Evo actually shoots log at a very, very flat profile, so bringing back some of the colors sometimes was a struggle. So there's something about the Autel's log profile where I feel like it's just so desaturated sometimes that it's very hard to bring back a lot unless you really try to push things. I was able to work with it a little bit, but I think there's a lot more tweaking I need to do, and just to figure out how my best settings are, how best to shoot with this thing. I just haven't really got enough time to kind of dial it in just yet, but very similar to how the 8K model shoots in log. Now, the one biggest characteristic that I did see that's a lot different, and this is just something that I think DJI has mastered over time, is that the Mavic 2 just runs super smooth and responsive to your controls. The Evo, for some reason, it is very kind of snappy. There's not much adjustment you can do of the way it handles in the air. I did see a little bit more drift on the Evo as far as it, either the camera started drifting a little bit. You can kind of see in some of the video where I'd have it locked on a subject and it would kind of move. Now, I did do gimbal calibrations, I did camera calibrations as well, but for some reason there's always a little bit of a drift in there. That might just be something that can be updated, but I did see that the characteristics of the flight is definitely, I mean, DJI just has it mastered. This thing sits in the air, it does not move, and the controls when you are flying this thing, everything just runs very, very smooth. Here with the Evo, when you try to do small movements, sometimes it just jerks a little bit too much. Even though if you dial down or try to just be very, very soft on the sticks, a lot of times if you're just trying to move and even do a yaw, it'll just jump. It'll jump a little bit more than wanted. And some things, even like the yaw and some of these controls, you're not really able to finesse them a little bit in the app. So I think as far as flight characteristics go, definitely the DJI Mavic 2 Pro has that well over the Evo 2 Pro. Now, of course, I'm gonna do more videos and go in depth with the Evo 2 Pro. This was a kind of an overcast day, so I wasn't able to get too much like blue sky and all that stuff in the video. Right now in San Diego, it's been overcast for the past week and even some rain. So I was just kind of happy to get out there and get my initial test done with these two. So of course, I'm gonna come out with a more detailed review on the Evo 2, but I just wanted to get you guys some quick footage to show you guys some out-of-the-box side-by-side comparisons between these two popular drones. So that's about it for today. Hope you guys got some value from this video, and if you did, of course, hit that like button, and also make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel, and also hit that bell to be notified when I post new videos. I'll be coming out with more on the Evo 2 Pro, some more in-depth reviews on this. And if you haven't seen some of my previous videos on the Evo 2 8K, make sure you guys watch those. The playlist is gonna be above as well as down below. This is Ultra Nastasio with flightpath.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.